So quick intro, this video will go through how to designate and decide what tasks are best for human to do compared to AI, as well as a framework for deciding where to first start and where also to avoid going so that you don't waste your time when designating tasks to humans and AI. So just to quickly jump into it, the first thing that we're going to look through and first framework we're going to go through is the strategy canvas. So a strategy canvas is normally used for analyzing and comparing one company's value proposition and offerings compared to another one, so that you can evaluate where you lack in the market and what advantages do you have in the market. But now for our use case and for this video, I'm going to be comparing the value and ability that AI can provide for a specific task compared to a human, so that in just one simple picture you can then you see where will AI be best designated for a certain task and where will a human be best designated for a certain task. So I'm just going to quickly show you an example here on my screen, and then we're going to actually go through and create one live also, just to show you how it's done. So this is a strategy canvas of a writer's workflow. So a writer does research, they draft their articles, they do SEO research and optimize articles for SEO, they interview people, they make sure that everything is according to a neutral narrative and bias. They are supposed to do that at least. Create visuals and infographics, and then I just have another one that's speed, but it's not really a part of the workflow, but it's another measurement that we can use in the strategy canvas. So the blue line here is for the AI and the red line for the human, as you can see. So just to explain what I've done here, on a scale of 1 to 10, I rate each part of the workflow that a writer has. On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate how good is the AI on a scale of 1 to 10, and how good is the human on a scale of 1 to 10. And this scale is kind of something you just think about in the moment. It's not a ton of specific research is going into making these decisions. It's something just to do quickly, just to get a nice overview of things. So firstly, it's research. I'll put the AI at an 8 compared to a human at a 5. Why I've done this is simply because AI now, especially with the Perplexity AI and Google DeepMind, they can search hundreds of articles and links and sources within just a few minutes and give you a report of all the info facts that you would need. For a human to do that would take forever. So that's why I put the AI at a higher level, because it can do way more sources than the human can do. It can look through, and it can do it way faster than the human can do. So when you're writing an article, you will get more info look through, and you will be able to scope more info when you're gathering info for your articles. That's why I put the AI at such a high level compared to the human. Then drafting, I would say that the AI is a little bit better at the human, but this definitely depends on how good you are at prompting and prompting an AI to create a draft. So for example, if you create a really good prompt, then the AI could produce a draft, I would say, that's on par with human writing. But the reason that it's a bit better than the human is because it can do it at a pace that's way faster than the human can create a draft. So the same thing will also go for SEO. I think the average writer and a well prompted AI will be on par. If not, the AI will be a little bit better at optimizing articles for SEO. And then moving from there, interviewing. This is really where the human excels most compared to the AI, because firstly, there's no AI out there that's really good at interviewing, not from what I have seen. And then it's also not that it's just not able to do it, but even if it were to be able to do a good job of conducting an interview, you still wouldn't want the AI to do it, because this is a part where you really want that human touch, and you really want that human empathy when you're talking to people that's been through things and you're trying to gather data and trying to figure out what people actually mean, and get that connection that you simply will not be able to get from an AI. So that's where the human actually will excel the most compared to the AI. Then narrative and bias. AIs in the training data are biased and are not really balanced correctly in terms of their opinion and their bias. Let's say due to the training sets not being completely balanced and being completely neutral, and it's impossible to actually do that. That's why a human needs to be able to step in and actually do that. If it's actually a writer that cares a lot about this, and the articles the article writer actually cares a lot about there being a fair narrative and bias in their articles, which it's supposed to be at least. Visual infographics is super cool because recently there's been a lot of development here, especially something that you can see with the programs such as napkin.ai, which has really taken things to a next step when it comes to creating visuals and infographics based on text. That's why I'm actually putting the AI at a higher level than the AI. Maybe it can create stuff. Maybe an AI that's really good at creating infographics and visuals is better than AI. I would admit that, but I think for the average human, there are AI programs that can do a lot better job right now at creating visuals and infographics, but also at a speed that's a lot higher. And that also moves on to this next point, which is speed. AI is just so much faster than a human, and this kind of grants an advantage for a writer on two things. One, it's good for articles that need to get out quickly on situations that are, let's say, emergent. And then number two, if you can do things faster, you can actually do more. Not only do things more, but as you do things faster, you can have more time to actually improve the quality of the articles as well. So that's that. And then when you now have this overview of the human compared to the AI, this is where you can then kind of start seeing places such as I'm doing right now. You can kind of scope now. Okay, it looks like research is an area that we should really invest in some AI development and improve our use of AI in research. So now we have that. Let's see, is there another area? Infographics and visuals. That's a place maybe we should get some AI help in creating some visuals and infographics. Yeah, and drafting also we could use. It could be great to use AI for drafting and SEO. And then let's take that over to the AI so that we can spend more time and resources on the things that humans are better at doing, such as creating good narrative and a fair bias, and also conducting these interviews that need more of a human touch. So this is a great example. So let's move on to actually showing you how to do this live. So this is an example between a human and AI when it comes to being a lawyer, and we're just gonna then just rate the scores on the different tasks that a lawyer has, and then afterward we can be able to see where AI is going to be best suited and where the human would be best suited in this specific example of lawyers and paralegals, for example. So number one, arguing in court, I would rate that a 9 at the human and like a 3 on the AI. Obviously, AIs are not allowed to actually represent and argue in court, but it gets a 3 anyway, since it could be of help to prepare for arguing in court, which is why I gave the 3. But not very great use case for an AI. Researching the law, I would give this a 4 to humans. I would give this like a 9 to maybe like an 8.5. Let's give it an 8.5 to the AI. This is great. This is the same thing as I talked about. It's the same thing as the research with the article writer. You're gonna be able to research basically all the laws almost, and go through every little thing with an AI. It would take literally forever to actually do that. It's not even really possible to do that with humans when it comes to being that looking through that many law documents that you will be able to do with an AI. So this is a great use case for AI. Drafting legal documents, like a 7 to the human, and I would say like a 7.5 to the AI, because I think I would say that with a good prompting again, and actually setting up the AI at the correct way, the AI will be a bit better than actually the human, due to it being able to do it a lot faster than the human could be able to do it. In writing contracts, I would give it do the exact same thing again, same deal. They're gonna be able. The, or I actually give it like both a 7. I think a really good human can do it a bit better than the AI, but the AI will do it a bit not at the same level, but it will still be so much faster with that. Will be almost on par on this score at least. Then representing clients, obviously this is something for a human to do, so I give that a 1 to the AI. Playing on emotions, again something for humans. Playing on emotions in court, trying to change the opinion of judges and argue for a client and raise play on emotions to win your case. So I'll give that a 9 to the human, a 2 to the AI. Keeping ethics, this is the job for the human to do. You can get help from the AI to do it, but this is something for the humans to do as well. So that's it. I don't know how long that took, like 3-4 minutes. And now you see, you can see some things really clearly here. Researching the law. So now you're a lawyer, you have done this. You're just gonna get straight into implementing ways of using AI to researching the law. Maybe use it for drafting documents. Just start off with these 2 use cases and you will set, and you will be able to do things a lot faster than other law firms do, which is kind of where AI comes in here when it comes to business, because lawyers usually want to be slow because they charge per hour. But now you'll be able to do things a lot faster with AI, so that kind of changes the lawyer kind of law business model here, where you're gonna see a lot more law firms charging a lot cheaper prices, but they're doing stuff at the same rate of quality, but they're doing it a lot faster. That's things that you're gonna see within the law industry a lot right now, and kind of moving away from this paying per hourly rate type of ordeal that it's been for a long time right now. Moving on from the strategy canvas, next thing is hot spots and cold spots. So hot spots are activities that have low resource input but high potential performance gains. And then in contrast, cold spots are activities that have high resource input but low performance impact. In every organizations, cold spots and hot spots typically abound kind of all over the place. Just to give you an example, you have a company that pays $1,000 a month on Google ads, $10,000 a month on Facebook ads. The Facebook ads maybe makes the company $20,000 a month in sales, and Google ads that makes the company, let's say, also $20,000 in sales. But you spend 10 times as much on the Facebook ads, but you get the same results from the Google ads. Then simply just drag down the resources on the Facebook ads and just raise them a lot on the Google ads. That's just a quick example of that. And kind of what this has to do with AI is simply mapping out your cold and hot spots will help you notice where you need to start with AI and make things a lot easier when it comes to making decisions of where to put your resources in automating processes with AI. So the thing then becomes, where do we start? Is it the cold spots or is it the hot spots? Well, that kind of depends. It will depend of one, even if the hot spots is a producer jobs, then you should start on the hot spots. Or if the cold spots is a manager job that has to be done. So just then explain what a producer and manager job is. A producer job is a job that doesn't have a definite limit on the extent that you can do it. So for example, sales, there's no limit to how much you want this job to be done. For example, you would want your salesman to be able to call as many people as he possibly can. So if you could use AI to double his output, the output of your sales team, you would definitely want to do that, because they're never really done with their job. And the contracts manager jobs are jobs that are reaction to business arriving to the company. For example, jobs such as customer service and payroll. If payroll has done all the salaries, then that's it. You don't really desire for them to do any more or different things. Then, for example, if your hotspot is a producer job, then you would really want to focus on that. So just reducing time and resources from the cold spot, and then just trying to push so as much as possible at raising this hotspot producer job. But then on the other hand, if your cold spot that is draining resources and time is a manager job, aka a reaction to business arriving to the company. So, for example, accounting or processing bills. It's not really producing a lot for the company, but it has to be done, and it's draining a lot of resources. Then I would want to focus on tackling that area first with AI, so that you can spend less time and resources on it, and then be able to spend more of your resources and time to focus on the hotspots in your business. So if you're in need of any AI consulting within your business, don't hesitate to reach out to me at aistrategy.se. And that's it for me today, and bye.